Your ex moved on quickly after a breakup. Now what? Very rarely do they ever move on to someone better, but they do move on to someone better suited for them. You wanted this person to be different for you instead of allowing them to be who they are within this relationship. For a long while, they're going to be on their best behavior, but so are you. You'll both do that until it's no longer sustainable for either one of you. And then the real life versions of you start to come out to play. This is where we hear things like, I just don't get it. One day they changed so quickly. What happened? And that's where you got to step back, take a pause, zoom out, and take an inventory of how that relationship actually started. Of course, you'll begin to realize that there were things in the very beginning of that relationship that you were questioning, but you ignored them for some reason. Your spidey senses were going off, but you just told yourself, oh, it's fine. Tell yourself things like, they look good on paper, so I should really like this person. They check a lot of the boxes that you're looking for, and you begin to think, well, that should be enough. But you're beginning to realize that there's actually a lot of deal breakers that you're just ignoring in the moment. If you're being honest, this is the best date you've had in a while, but not the best date that you've ever had. And if you're prone to feelings of anxiousness, you might find yourself saying things like, well, I can fix them. I can change them. This can be different. There's so much potential here. I can mold and manipulate them into something new, into somebody that I really want to be with. You might have a little bit of that I gotta get them mindset, which leaves you chasing a relationship, even though this might not be the person that you really want to be with. If I can get them, then I'll be worthy of love. The problem that you run into, you find yourself getting lost in that process. You lose a piece of yourself. So when the relationship ends, you find yourself obsessing over your ex. Start asking yourself questions like, well, where are they going and what are they doing and why are they doing it and who are they doing it with and whose hands are in that picture? Instead of you getting obsessed with what your ex is doing, you should be getting obsessed with your life and where you're going. Instead of being angry that you didn't get any closure, recognize that the breakup is the closure that you need. A lot of the times, the reason that you're really upset is because you didn't get what you wanted. You had an expectation of how things were going to go, and then that didn't happen. And now you have to see it as this lost potential. And it's okay to mourn that, and you should. I just want you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, did you actually respect the whole person? So instead of being upset that they're dating something new, get yourself out there and become who you were always meant to be. Regardless of circumstances, what I'm seeing is everybody always wants some sort of revenge. But the best revenge is a life well lived. A relationship isn't the pathway to the life that you desire. It's an enhancement as you're living that life. And when two aligned people come together, that's where the real magic happens. When you choose someone, when you select someone and you vet them prior to dating them, and they align with your goals, your values, and your standards for a relationship with you, you'll look back on this moment and you'll realize that everything had to happen the way that it did for you to become who you were always meant to be.